Session, and we are going to go into a pitch by Abyss Solutions by David Brady. So David, please make your way to the stage in your extraordinarily comfortable virtual limousine.
I'm here.
Oh, I can hear you. The window's open. You're getting out the door? Oh, look, there you are.
It's bright and sunny in Sydney today.
Excellent. Look, thanks, David. I'll hand over to you. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you very much. Might be an Australian accent, but I will put in a bit of Scotland in the presentation for you. All right, thank you. Next slide, please. Aqueducts form the backbone of the water supply systems for many of the world's major cities. These aqueducts consist of canals and tunnels that use gravity to transport the water from the dams to the cities. Maintaining this critical infrastructure is obviously important, and therefore regular inspections to ascertain their condition are undertaken. These inspections have traditionally been carried out by interrupting the water supply, draining the water away, and then having inspectors walk through looking for defects and problems and noting them. There are significant costs associated with this traditional method of inspection, as well as significant risks associated with people having to enter hazardous and confined spaces. Introducing the Abyss Explorer, so same slide as a few words, which enables a comprehensive and objective assessment of an aqueduct without interrupting the normal water supply operations and without any person needing to work in a hazardous environment. This is achieved by the Platypus Explorer using the flowing water to propel it along, holding a central and aligned position all the time, collecting dimensional and visual data of the entire canal or tunnel's interior surface. Next slide, please. We have successfully surveyed a number of aqueducts in Australia and more recently in Scotland. See, I said I'd drop in Scotland. Significant cost savings have been reported by each customer, with the comprehensive baseline record of the critical asset being found to be a vast improvement over the traditional inspection method. With these assets being inspected every 5 or so years, customers are now able to directly compare the data collected in subsequent inspections to identify whether individual defects are deteriorating or are remaining in a stable state. Peace of mind is provided knowing that they have a complete record of all defects, and also that they have the ability to objectively monitor for any changes. Next slide, please. On each project, we work with the client to understand what information they need to know, and then customize the Platypus to match these needs. The Platypus, together with a team of Abyss engineers, travel to the site and conduct the survey, collecting all the data, which is then analysed and outputs generated. These outputs can be in the form of a 3D model, a video record, or condition assessment report, whatever the client's preference is. Next slide, please. The technology now exists to monitor the condition of these critical assets without interrupting water supplies and without needing any people to enter a hazardous environment. It is a classic better, safer, cheaper solution that has applications around the world, and it's proudly Australian made. Next slide, please. As for the company behind it, formed in 2014, Abyss's focus has been on improving methods of data collection and subsequent analysis of critical infrastructure through the application of advanced robotics and machine learning technologies. Whether the infrastructure is a dam, a pipe, a tunnel, or even an offshore oil platform, Abyss has developed innovative methods to help you better understand your asset's condition. Next slide, please. As I've previously stated, aqueducts are part of the water supply infrastructure of many major populations. Newcastle, Sydney, and Melbourne in Australia, and Edinburgh in Scotland, all have long-distance aqueducts that have now utilised the Abyss survey platform to obtain detailed information on their condition. We have partnered with each one of these clients and tailored the inspection and reporting to suit their requirements. Next slide, please. Opportunities for the platypus will exist all around the world. However, to date, we've not yet explored the vast US and Europe aqueduct markets. We are hopeful that some Innovate for Water attendees will be able to assist us in gaining access to the asset owners in these markets. If you're a water supply asset owner or a company that currently works with water assets, we would love to hear from you. And with that, I'd say thank you and look forward to the rest of the presentations.
Thank you very much, David, and a nice mention of Scotland. I forgot, in fact, to introduce myself as the MC. So it's Andrew Kingsford, Katrina Donaghy, and Brian McIntosh are the MCs, and we're circulating, cycling between ourselves.